Welcome to ITL Trainer Talk. Today we're speaking to coaches Earnest, Byner, and Paul Dunn of IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. If you don't know about IMG Academy and its impact on not only football but worldwide sports, you will soon. The sprawling IMG complex is a comprehensive place where young athletes from around the world come to live, attend school, and develop into future megastars. Their preferred sports might be football, tennis, baseball, golf, or even esports. Touring IMG's facility should be on the bucket list for anyone interested in where football is today and where it's going. College stars like Shea Patterson, DeAndre Francis, and Bo Scarborough are products of IMG's high school program, and plenty more talents are on the way. However, the work IMG is doing with players that never set foot on campus until the weeks leading up to the draft is what's winning them converts these days. Earnest, Byner, and Paul Dunn are two of IMG's coaches that focus on combine prep. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Good, Neil.
Welcome to ITL Trainer Talk, guys. I appreciate you having you on. Paul, let's start with you, Coach Dunn. One member of the 2018 IMG Combine Prep class was maybe the sensation of preseason football last year, and that's Eagles tackle Jordan Mailata. Take me through the process, Coach, of turning a hulking rugby player from Samoa with no football experience whatsoever and turning him into a draft pick in a matter of weeks. What was that like?
Well, it was very rewarding, Neil. When Jordan landed onto the campus there at IMG, he had no knowledge of any American football whatsoever. I mean, he didn't know teams. He didn't know players. He was literally just, coming from really just a rugby background. And, so it was a very rewarding process to see him go as far as he did. And what a talented young man. Just a great person on top of it. And we're extremely happy for him. And the fact that he landed in my hometown in Philadelphia and playing for the Eagles, he's become a very big sensation there. I've talked to a lot of people. I still have all of my family down there in that area, our oldest daughter included. So he's really made a splash down there, and we're extremely happy for him.
When you first started working with him, Coach, what were your goals? I mean, surely you didn't think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be able to turn this kid into a draft pick in 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, were you just hoping that he'd be able to put his shoulder pads on and do it right? I mean, I don't even know where you would start with something like that.
Yeah, well, it took a normal routine that take offensive linemen probably anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute just running over bags as an agility. You got to understand now, he and Christian Scotland Williamson, who also is playing with the Steelers, they never seen those bags before, so they didn't have any kind of idea of whatsoever of what to do. So after the half hour, 45 minutes it took me to get him just through the bag drill, I sent him over to the water station, and I seen them over at the water station, and they poured the water, and a hot day down here in Bradenton, and they didn't know how to take their helmets off. Okay, so they tried to drink the water through their helmets. So after that, you asked about goals. It was just a goal of mine to get them through the bag drill and get them going. But it was amazing how quickly they learned and came along. And a credit to them, those young men that are involved in that program.
Sure, absolutely. Well, it's credit to y'all also, of course, for the work that you're doing. I know you're a modest guy, but it's the results are the proof is there. Everyone can see that. Coach Byner, the bond that develops between a trainer and a trainee can become almost unbreakable over a 6 to 8 week period. It's one of the things that's always really made an impression on me as I go through this business. It almost becomes a brotherhood, and as a trainer, the player's successes become your successes. Sunday of last week, we may have had the play of the season, the Miami Miracle, and the one who actually went into the end zone against the Patriots was Kenyon Drake, a player that you trained. I guess what I want to know, did you see that live? And if so, it had to be incredibly rewarding to see someone that you work closely with make such a pivotal play.
Well, absolutely. When you watch Kenya, first of all, I didn't see it live,
Oh,
but I watched it. I did watch it, and was truly, truly amazed. And I've seen Kenyon go through, both ups and downs, as far as his play, with the Dolphins. And the thing that you recognize, and I recognized initially with Kenyon, is the talent that he had. Building a relationship with guys, over the 6 to 8 week period is part of what we do. We try to, we try to get into the mind, try to understand them, try to get them ready, for what, for some of the things that they're going to be facing, if not all. We try to do our absolute best in doing that. And part of that is the bond that develop. It's the trust that you have to basically earn with these guys. Because once you get a new student or a new player, in any aspect of the game, one of the first things that I try to do is try to learn the guy, understand them, but also try to give them the different insights that we have as far as being in the league and what it's going to take to be successful.
sure.
And part of that is continuing to text and call and follow up with the guys, to check on them, to see how they're doing, to see how they're feeling. That bond that develops is something special between player and coach. And once you have that trust and they know that you care about them more than just about football, then that's when things can really start to take off. And at IMG, that's part of the program. We try to develop them mind, body, and some aspect of them. When I get to know them, you try to develop the spirit as well.
Absolutely. Guys, and either one of y'all can take this question. At IMG, obviously, international players are a big part of the population. We've already talked about Maliata, and there are others. There are athletes everywhere, all over the world. Can either of y'all see a day when the NFL scouts globally and it truly becomes, I could see, and IMG plays a much bigger role in the preparation of players that are coming from anywhere, other continents? I mean, do you think that's coming soon? And if so, how far down the road are we from that being a reality?
I'm going to let that one on you, Ernest.
Okay. I tell you the truth, with the pathway program and with the things that we started, at least started last year, but also the program that we have with the guys that are coming from the different colleges. I think once you see the type of talent and the type of people that comes through IMG, I think that could be a real possibility as far as the people that come to IMG to see the type of talent that comes through there, and also the type of coaching and also the type of development that these guys are doing. Internationally, when you talk about guys coming over from Britain, from Germany, from Australia, I think that the NFL is trying to get this set up so that that we have that international touch. And I think IMG is one of the front runners as far as developing international talent.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we're already seeing the results of that, and I think that will continue. It's a matter of time. I mean, we've been drawn essentially from one country for a long time. There's an awful lot of players awful lot of people out there that could be athletes, that could be special. It'll be fascinating to watch that as we go forward over the next 10, 20, 30 years.
It's just like Ernest said, Neil. We are one of probably 21 people that have their hands on these young men when they get onto campus. And our time with them during the day is very, very limited. They're with a nutritionist. They're with a mind coach. They're with a weight coach. They have all of the abilities there and all the tools to make themselves very successful. So when they get onto campus, they see very, very quickly that this program, if they stick to it, is something that will benefit them down the road, and it has. So, if there's any better facilities or training involved in the country, I haven't seen it. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I really believe that not only the international program, but just like Ernest said, the young men that come into the combine, we hope after that 6 to 8 week period that all of the people that were involved in helping them have affected them to, make them a better athlete.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, I think we've already seen that that's taking place and that players are reaping the rewards from that. Guys, I want to thank you both for your time today. It's been a lot of fun talking to you. I am excited about what IMG is doing, and I'm excited that IMG is part of the Inside the League family. If you're watching this video and you want more details about IMG and where you can reach them, how you can get more information, that's all on our NFLCombinePrep.com page, where we have all the trainers that are part of the ITL family. Coach Paul and Coach Earnest, thank you so much for your time, and y'all have a wonderful Christmas season.
All right,
Thank you, Neil. You too.